feels fresh. I'm liking how I feel like a lot of the lineups are kind of the same when you're playing like online or ring seasons, stuff like that. Like you're getting, and you could tell like which guys have gotten like lucky or have bought in a lot of the cards, because like you start to randomly see like a Mike Trout or a Shohei or something in someone's lineup, and they either bought them or they were lucky enough to pull them. But I haven't seen. I think I've only maybe faced Shohei once online. That's it. I faced Mike Trout a couple times, but that's really about it. Everybody else has been kind of like Acuna here and there, but not really that many. But obviously, a lot of the cards have been like the spring breakout guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think
kind of cool.
Like 90% of people playing online in events and ranked are just running the Byron Buxton boost. So they're just running whatever. And there's a lot of decent cards that you can get easily that go with that boost. I played one guy in events today that had like every high live series diamond. It was like he had Trout, Acuna, Mookie, and yeah, it was one of those games where like he hit a rocket with Mookie like 3 batters in. I'm like, I'm quitting. I don't want to try and come back.
That's how it was in that first rank game or whatever, where the guy had Michael Harris the second at catcher. It's like he had every live series card, but for some reason he had Michael Harris at catcher. It was super random.
That was weird.
But
then the game disconnected and gave you the loss, which was brutal.
I'm still upset about it. Like my ranked record isn't great now, and I actually was talking to some of my friends yesterday because I was very upset about my ranked record so far. I'm 5-4, and I'm like, I should be at least 6-3.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah.
Like one of the losses, I'm like really like the only loss I think I was really upset about was one of the ones I had yesterday when I was playing. I lost like 4-2, but I had like the bases loaded like 3 or 4 times. Like I had so many opportunities to score runs, and I would just like strike out or ground into a double play or something, or pop out. Like I was like the king of popping out yesterday. It was so random.
I think I'm 4-0 in rank, but I haven't played like anybody good yet.
Yeah,
I think I got 3 rage quits, and then I had one game where it was like a 2-0 game, and I just couldn't hit anything. So it was all right. I played a decent amount of co-op though. Like me and my homie Jamie, we're trying to make a push to 700 to get that vault pack. So I'm getting close to that, but
I haven't played any co-op except for that first night with you guys, which ain't so bad. I mean, I don't know. I know one of my buddies is like upset about it because they took like the separate co-op and single player missions. They just combined them into one, or they made them separate or something. I can't remember what the difference is compared to this year to last year.
Yeah, they just combined innings. So there were separate innings missions last year, and it's a lot. Like there's people that I've seen some people upset that you can't get the World Series pack from the program yet, but I understand why they did it. Like they want actual, like, the people who actually are trying to get to World Series sooner to have those cards still hold some value, which I'm fine with. Like I don't need Randy Johnson today. Like I'm glad they did it because it would just be another card that I would have to face all the time. Like once they give you enough stars in that program, like everybody's just going to have Randy Johnson, and you already are dealing with John Donaldson like every game.
And Babe Ruth and it's like that's it. It's like you can literally build an entire lineup of just lefties, like a starting rotation with Babe Ruth. I mean, Babe Ruth, John Donaldson, Randy Johnson, Andy Pettit, and I mean you can take your pick. I mean, shoot, they even put like that Nestor Cortez in the game, which isn't awful.
And it's free.
Yeah,
it was free.
And it's free. Yeah, it's free.
That was really cool, actually. Like that was really cool.
I was a fan of that for sure.
Like these random like codes that you can just put in and get a free card. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen all this stuff about that Jake Cronenworth card now.
I did, of course. Me being a guy named Jake, of course, I saw it, and I was like, I have to have him. But I guess it was like San Diego only.
Yeah, it's like geo-locked to that area, so you have to like, I don't know, live within a certain area. In San Diego, there's like a billboard downtown. You scan the QR code on the billboard, and then you can get a free pack for a Jake Cronenworth. And like people The MLB community is so funny sometimes when it's just like being upset for the sake of being upset. Like,
Dude,
like it's not a card that anybody really wants, but you just want it because you're like, oh, I want to have this in my inventory and it's free, so why don't I get it?
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. It's like, hey, it's something that's attainable and I can't get. Why? It's pretty much all it is.
Yeah, like there definitely was a second when I was like, oh, that's lame. Like, I want it. And then I'm like, would I ever use it? The whole thing that I was mad about last year is that there were so many cards that nobody ever used because they weren't good enough. So I was like, yeah, I don't really care.
Or every card was kind of the same, and then you had to like pick and choose. And a lot of the people were like, okay, well, this guy is traditionally pretty good, so I'm just going to use this guy instead. I mean, how many, like, I think MLB 23 last year set the record for most like 125 everything hitting. I mean, it was
crazy.
It was so many people. I mean, it was nuts. But I mean, I'm just so glad that we don't have to deal with that anymore, because I like the fact that not every card is super OP. Like,
yeah,
even the Byron Buxton card, for everybody's like using his boost for stuff, like his power, it gets nuts and his speed gets him to 99. He gets diamond fielding, but his reaction is still god awful. So it's like on a lot of these like mini season runs or online, I've been using him as my DH because I've gotten screwed just on a ball getting hit to him and his reaction is so low. And it's like, dude, he's taking a terrible jump and he's supposed to be like one of the best rangy outfielders in all of baseball. But you give and take. You gotta, it's the good with the bad, I guess. They had to dump the card down for something. So
it's funny, like that Byron Buxton boost. It's just, I mean, it is what it is. It's like, I'll say this, like I rarely ever used captains last year, and I'm using this Byron Buxton boost all the time. So I guess,
dude,
they did it in a good way. I was hanging out in some random streams today, and they were talking about how you wouldn't really want to, like, it's good probably up until Hall of Fame if you're a decent player. If you're like making World Series, you're not going to want to use a Buxton boost because everybody's PCI is going to be extremely small.
Oh my God. I was looking at that. I was like, I'm sitting there being an all-star warrior, and I'm sitting there looking at my roster and I'm like, everybody on my roster has great power, but their contact is abysmal.
Yeah.
Or their clutch is just not good. Like all this and that. And it's just like, yeah, maybe the Buxton boost is only going to be good for like this set. Like maybe once the next set of Team Affinity comes through, it might almost be, because I mean, also I think they're going to come to a realization, and not every card's going to have less than 60 vision. I mean, shoot, they might even do a thing in the live series stuff where they might, okay, Mike Trout, you got 53 vision, but you're batting 315 for the month of April with 10 home runs. Let's say he just goes crazy in the first month of April. They're probably going to boost his vision just as much as any other stat, so he doesn't get the Buxton boost anymore.
That's true. Which is good. That's kind of like what they should do. Like, you don't want it to be too OP.
Yeah.
Like, even
I mean, honestly, I think Mike Trout might be the best card in the game if you give him that Buxton boost, because he's already got high contact.
Pretty good. Yeah,
like I mean, I don't personally have him, but I did the math in my head just like looking at the card, and I'm like, oh yeah, he gets. I mean, his reaction still isn't the greatest, but he gets amazing everything else.
Yeah, like if you have him in center, like he's 92 fielding, 99 speed, 70 reaction, not the best, not the worst. Yeah, 123, 107 power. Can't really go wrong.
Yeah, it's like, and it's Mike Trout. He's got one of the best swings in the game for a righty. So it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm playing a mini seasons game right now against the computer, and I'm playing at this home run derby stadium I downloaded, and I'm up 7-1 already, and I'm just like hitting 200-foot home runs. It's
whatever you do, don't play an away game against the Cairo Cats. Their batter's eye is like this sand pyramid right in center field, and the sky is just bright blue, and you can't see the ball at all. It's just super annoying. Like, even if you play on rookie, it's really annoying to play it. So I'm
going to do it one time just so I can see it for myself. And then I'm going to be like,
I think that's it. They're generally the best team in that. So they always make the playoffs. So you'll probably end up facing them in the playoffs.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's
fun.
It's brutal. So when it comes to like cards and like cards you've used so far, give me like your top like who are your favorite cards to use? Top 5 or?
This card took a minute to grow on me, but my favorite card to use right now has been Dylan Cruz. I don't know what it is, like just playing online, playing events and things like that. I've been using him, and he has just turned into a base hitting machine. Like I actually wasn't even hitting any home runs with him. Like I was batting like I think like 430 something online with him. He's under 3, he's under 2, or he's under 400 now. He's still like high threes.
Yeah.
But he only had like 1 home run while all my other rest of my guys were like hitting nukes. And all of a sudden out of nowhere, I had an almost 3 home run game with him. I had like another 2 home run with him. I think he's got like 6 or 7 home runs for me now. He's like leading my team. It's like he's just woken up for me for some reason. I know the Buxton boost is obviously helping, but yeah, he's been awesome. Obviously Buxton is Buxton. So I mean, he's just, if you get a hold of one with him, he's been insane. James Wood I'm still having fun with James Wood. Not as much in the beginning as I was like even like a week or so ago. Like, I don't know, maybe I've just hit like a weird stride with him where I can't find his swing timing anymore because I'm finding it with other guys. Because I think he has like a later swing reaction. But he's still like up there for me. I mean, I think I've hit my two or three of my farthest home runs with him. Like, it's just stupid. There really hasn't been a pitcher I've liked. Billy Wagner's kind of gotten hitting around, so I'm trying to like think of like a guy who's not a hitter, but
yeah,
I really
pitching's
can't.
been kind of like
everything's all-star, so it's like it's kind of hard to pitch consistently with anybody.
Yeah, nobody's been amazing on the pitching side for me so far.
Adalberto Mondesi, since I've gotten him, has been pretty good. He started off really slow for me playing online, but like all of a sudden out of nowhere, like I started batting him leadoff instead of at the bottom, and he just started just tattooing baseballs. Like I literally have a TikTok that I posted where it was like me talking to him because he's batting like 150. And I'm like, come on, dude, I need you to like wake up here and do something. First pitch, the guy throws like a hanging changeup, and I just crack it over the fence. Just perfect timing. I was like, oh, this is a clip right here. Me literally saying you need to wake up and do something. And the first pitch you see, you hit the ball dead center field over the guy's head. It was insane.
Yeah, Mondesi's always cracked in this game. Like he's just always a serviceable card to use, like almost no matter what his attributes are. Just has one of those.
Yeah, I think he's good even without the Buxton boost, but he's obviously better with it because he does get it. That's the only reason why I took him, to be honest, because now that's kind of like I'm like, Buxton boost, why not?
Yeah,
which is weird because that's like a lot of the guys I was looking at.
I took Springer and Kiermaier because they're both on the current Blue Jays teams, and they both do end up getting the Buxton boost as well. I that was not even a factor when I took them, but they both do. Kiermaier actually becomes probably arguably the best defensive outfielder in the game. Like 99 fielding, 99 reaction, 92 speed with the Buxton boost.
Oh, yeah.
He just gets a great jump all the time and can cover all the ground.
And he's got a sneaky bet. He's got a sneaky like swing too.
Yeah. And with the boost, he's got 91 and 83 power, like serviceable power.
Jesus.
So like
I didn't realize it was that high.
Underrated pick. Kevin Kiermaier, Rays captain card.
I've always liked his cards for sure. I don't know why his power's always been super low, but he was always like an on-base king for me. And then his speed and defense out there just plays all the time.
Yeah, it's like he's got a good swing. Sometimes it doesn't even really matter what your hitting attributes are. If you got a good swing in this game, you can be used. And I mean that's the best part about right now and bringing back the power creep. And is that like, we're going to be still finding cards to use that are like, and nothing's like that high. Like most of my team is like, mid 80s, maybe a couple 90 like low 90s cards, but
I'm still using that. I've been using that Jorge Posada card at first base because I've got the what's his name from the Brewers,
Richie
Yasmani Grandal. I've been using him as my catcher because he's got good fielding, even though he's slower than everybody else in the game, pretty much. But I've been using Jorge Posada, and because of the switch hitting, and like he's nuts. Like he's such a good gold card. Like he's got one of the better swings in the game too. So I've been having a lot of fun using him.
It's going to be really interesting with the season starting now, and with Inside Edge coming back into play, because there's going to be guys that are playing up. There's going to be, like silver pitchers that turn into diamonds, especially relievers. Like I think Aroldis Chapman right now is playing up like 12 points on his hits and Ks per 9. So like it makes, yeah.
I did notice that right before we jumped on here. I noticed that looking at some of the cards, I'm like, oh, like Yordan Alvarez like went +10 to both power and contact versus righties. And I'm like, yeah, that's what he needs. Just more power and contact versus the side he's already dominant against. Like he's already like the most juiced card in the game as far as a lefty live series card goes. And I want him so bad. Like everybody that I've talked to that has him is like, talks about he my one buddy was saying like he had like 6 or 7 hits with him and all of them were home runs, like no doubt shots. They're like he just tears the cover off the ball every time, just like he does in real life. Yeah, so I can't wait for him to get there. I have noticed that live series cards have dropped too, like the prices.
Yeah, they're going down. They're continually going down. I mean, they all got boosted up when that Road to the Show stub glitch was a thing.
Yeah,
everybody got this mass influx of stubs, so all the diamond equipment dropped to 0, and then all the live series cards like ballooned up by like 50%. But they're all kind of I mean,
and then they went did all the equipment go back up?
It's getting there. Like there's some stuff that's like it was down to like everything was like in the 2,000 range, and now there's stuff that's in the highest is like just under 20,000 maybe. Most of the stuff is in the like 5,000 range, which is good. Like not bad.
You could that's still not bad for, for free 5,000 stubs. I mean, it's better than most. It's better than getting the try again in the millionaire pack.
Oh yeah.
Which I think I've gotten the millionaire pack 6 times. And I think 4 of them have been the 100 stubs.
Yeah.
I got a headliner that was nothing. Then I got a ball-in pack that was nothing. So
yeah, I'm pretty much in the same. I had 2 ball-ins, I think 1 standard pack, and then all the try again.
Yeah, I saw somewhere somebody was saying like that somebody actually got the million, but I was like, MLB The Show would have retweeted it or something about it.
Yeah, you'd think if somebody posted it. I mean, assuming
they made a big deal about somebody like sharing it if they did, so I would assume that somebody would have like found, unless somebody just found it and does like just plays the game for fun, doesn't post on Twitter or anything like that. Which I'm sure that they have a lot of people like that, but I would assume that if somebody did, they're going to take a picture of it and post it on the internet.
I wonder if they have like that information, like if they know what cards are being pulled, like I don't know. I just wonder if SDS knows if somebody has pulled that. You'd think there'd be like some sort of way.
I would think there has to be some sort of a metric that shows like this card has been pulled this many times or whatever. I'm sure. Decrease the odds of people pulling Trout and Ohtani compared to everyone else. Like, yeah, it says that what the odds are, but the odds of you guys getting those guys are.
I'll pull Trout in like with 2 weeks left until MLB 25.
I was gonna say you'll pull it
in
like February.
Yeah, it's usually when it happens. I don't think I've gone a year since I started playing Diamond Dynasty where I haven't pulled Trout at least once. But it's never been early, never like before the All-Star break, always kind of later on in the year.
Yeah, I always seem to pull them at some points. I know the one year I pulled them opening night. Last year I pulled them pretty early too, like within like the first week or two of the game. And then I haven't pulled them yet this year or anything. I haven't pulled any high diamonds yet this year.
Do you keep or sell them when you pull them on opening night?
Oh, I keep them. I keep them now. I used to sell them all the time. The one year I regretted it. I think I sold that opening night. I think I sold Trout because like I got just like jokingly talked into it. And I think I sold him for like $200K. And then like 3 weeks later, he was like up to $500K. I'm like, damn it. Like could have just held off. I could have just held off.
That's how it always goes, though, right? I'm so bad with the market. And also there's like, I don't really care about it. Like, I don't care if I end up kind of paying a little bit more for some stuff. But there's definitely like so many times where I've made just poor decisions of just like buying things way too high or selling things way too low. Happens all the time.
Yeah, I used to be that guy that sold everything. Like when they had like the 42 pack, for the pre-order a couple years ago, like I sold all those guys right away. And then I regretted it because they like tripled in price like opening day. And I'm like, well, damn. Like I just wanted the 20K stubs, man. I just wanted the
I
extra
should
20.
check. I wonder what.
Just to do nothing else.
Like what are the? Oh no, the pre-order pack guys haven't gone up that much.
No, maybe. They're all like they'll still right around like 20K. I was looking right before because I'm like, do I sell Griffey and Tony Stone? Like, do I sell them or do I keep them? But I'm gonna keep them just to do it. I did mess up though. I told myself this year I wasn't gonna collect any sellable collectible cards, and I totally bought Grayson Rodriguez and Anthony Rendon and accidentally collected both of them.
Whoops.
So yeah, because I got happy with the collection because like I'm nowhere near like I think I'm at 61, so like I'm almost to what's his face, the reliever we get at 70. Can't remember now. It's a reliever.
70 and what?
For the season 1 collection.
Oh, John Franco.
John Franco, yes. Yeah. I'm like 70 away from him. So
I have not been good with him. I've used him a couple times.
No, I've never liked using him, but got to get to him to get to the rest of it.
Yeah, you got to get those collections done, right?
You got to get that 10,000 XP, man.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's pretty much what it's all for.
So, how much BR have you played so far? Because BR has been like a big topic of.
I when I went live last Monday, I played a game and won. And then I lost my next game after that of that run. And then I played won 2 or 3 more games, and then I lost the second game. So there was that run. And then a couple more runs where I would start 0-2, or I would lose the first game and then redraft.
Yeah.
I would think I got a really good squad and then I just can't hit or whatever. I don't know. I'm kind of over it right now. I'm kind of giving up on. I'm pretty much only playing ranked seasons now for the elephant in the room, which I'm sure we're about to discuss. There's 2 things. One of them is OP, and the other one is also OP. It's ridiculous, man. Like Matt Waldron, and then this 2-way pitcher glitch is back.
I really think that
so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
Until they can figure out the fix for it, just take the 2-way players out of BR. Just do it. Whatever. It'll be fine. Everybody will be fine. People.
Yeah, nobody's gonna be upset that they can't use a 2-way player in a BR run. Who's drafting a diamond pitcher in a BR run if the 2-way glitch isn't a thing? I don't see that many people drafting pitchers diamond pitchers. I've seen gold for gold relievers and stuff, but
every once in a while I'll take a reliever just if the draft kind of if you get some really good solid bronze or not bronze silvers and stuff for hitting.
Mm-hmm.
And every once in a while it's not bad. Plus at least diamond relievers in BR are refreshed every second game pretty much. Whereas starters it's you have to if you use a starter for 2 innings he's dead for 4 games. So it's pointless. I find I don't draft any starting pitchers unless they're for the program ever in BR.
Yeah, I'll never forget my first ever time playing a BR. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, oh, cool, I get to draft. So it was MLB The Show. I think it was 19. Was 19 the one that had the prestige, the secret prestige XP? Or was that the
20.
ranking?
19 or 20.
19 was the signature.
19 was signature series. Every player's best card.
That really good, that OP signature series Kershaw, right? And that was the one where we couldn't pick our starter.
Yeah.
The game would generate for us.
20 was with the prestiges where you could do missions and get prestige versions of certain cards.
That's right. So it was 19 then. So I played a BR run and I already had the signature series Kershaw because he was part of the, your ranking, you will rank up or whatever. It wasn't even an XP program, but kind of was. And I drafted him first overall in my BR run, thinking I could use him for the whole game. Because I was 3 innings? Cool. I get Kershaw for 3 innings. After the first inning, he was just dead. And I was like, what the hell's going on? I didn't have a reliever. It was rough. I lost obviously, but I had no idea what was going on. I didn't read the rules. I
Yeah.
just jumped into something. I was like, here, I'm gonna dumbly jump into this and see what happens.
It takes a while to learn that stuff, the strategy of drafting BR.
I just still I try to do it the same way if I can. Like I try to load up on a lineup, you know, get the best diamond hitters that I like to use. I don't really look at it like anymore of like I just get cards because there's certain people that other people like it that I don't. Like I'm not having fun with that JD Davis card, but everybody I've been seeing online just like loves hitting with them.
I
saw people hitting like 800 with them, and I'm like over like 60 plate appearances. I'm like I suck with them. Not fun. But I mean, it's just
I'm
I
just
don't know.
looking when
I'm just not having fun with it, man. That stupid two-way glitch, man, and Matt Waldron. When I saw Matt Waldron as an option to pick in my BR run, I actually like finished drafting and then forfeited my draft. I was like, I don't like being that guy who like uses like the cheesy super like that's why I didn't use John Donaldson on ranked last season for like at all. When I played, I mean I would use Randy Johnson because he's one of my favorite pitchers growing up, but like he's also super OP, but he's more I think he's more hittable than John Donaldson was at first because it was debatable.
I was really bad facing both of them last year, and like it would just depend kind of on my opponent because some people are just bad. They're just bad at pitching or whatever. Some people you can figure out better, easier. They'll just spam the wrong pitches, and then eventually you kind of figure them out. But people who were good with either of those cards or even like mediocre, I would just like, I'm not hitting anything those games. I'm like, just can't wait till hopefully they take them out. But that was like co-op. I played a lot of co-op last year, and I was like, okay, we're going to start Randy Johnson. Then John Donaldson will come in like the 4th inning or 5th inning. And then you're just like, oh, fuck.
Right. Yeah. That's pretty much how it goes. But I mean, what are your thoughts on I mean, obviously I don't know if you've really taken advantage of the two-way glitch at all, or like I mean, obviously it sucks personally, but
no, I'll never do it. I only like maybe I was just kind of lucky and did the BR program kind of early. I only have faced Babe Ruth one time. And it was against a guy who was not good, but I was also shit that game. We ended up playing like 6 innings. He brought Babe Ruth in I think the 3rd, and he pitched like 4 or 5 innings with him until finally.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, I walked it off with a 3-run bomb from Griffey, the best card ever in MLB The Show. Who, if I had to pick one card, I was looking through like, I'm like, oh yeah, in my head, I'm like, I like these cards and this card. I looked at my Griffey stats online, and he's like the one card that I'm hitting like close to 500 with. Hitting better with him online than offline. Something about Griffey. I mean, he's always just so good.
Yeah, I haven't really used him much because he doesn't get the Buxton boost, so I haven't been using him that. But I'm using him in my mini seasons run now, just because like I have him playing left field, and I'm using Buxton as my DH, and I've been raking with him. Obviously, it's online or it's offline on veteran or all star, so it's not like
whatever.
It doesn't really showcase
you still like
the greatness of him.
Better
but
with
I
certain
still
cards, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, Griffey is definitely still like he's gonna be my starting. I almost have him close to P4 with him. Yeah, like I'm hitting 452 online with Griffey because I had him in a BR run or two. But yeah, because I can't remember if you can use. I think you can use them in the event. I haven't played much.
But yeah, I've never to go back what you were saying about like how you never like utilize the two-way glitch or whatever. Like I think it's so like granted it's something that people can use to take advantage of, but I also just feel like I look at you less of like a person as if you utilize that glitch. Like I don't know. Like I just think it's so cheesy. Like it's kind of like a loser thing to do. Like it's just like have fun, play the game the right way. Like granted, this is a thing that absolutely should be fixed and shouldn't. It was fixed last year, and I don't know why it ended up back in this year's game. But I mean, you also could just don't utilize it. I mean, people wouldn't realize it if you didn't. People wouldn't know it was a thing if they didn't try to use it. You know what I mean? Like. But
yeah, it definitely like gives that vibe that it's like you just know you're not good, and so you have to use this like unfair advantage, I guess.
Exactly.
So,
I mean,
Matt
I think you were
Waldron is a
saying with,
little.
like,
I feel a little bit differently about Matt Waldron because, like, if I saw him in a BR draft, I would definitely take him, and I would 100% use him because he's just in the game. He just sucks to face. I've only faced him once, and it was actually in a mini seasons game on rookie, and I could not hit him to save my life. Like, so one of the teams.
I faced him during one of my BR runs, and I absolutely just lost my mind. Like, I was not happy.
It's impossible
because during this BR run, not only did he have Matt Waldron as his starting pitcher, he brought Babe in the third inning as the
I was watching that.
two-way.
I was watching when you were playing that game.
I absolutely lost my mind. I was so upset. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like,
yeah, that's
I was
like
already
the
losing,
ultimate,
and then
just bullshit. Like, if you're
you're already using two of the glitchiest guys in the game. Like, granted, Babe Ruth, I got a base hit off of him. Actually, I think I scored a run on him because, like, he's easy to read for me this year. I don't know if it's just like that's how his card was last year too with his pitching, but, like, I don't know. I just never. I think it's probably the worst live series collection reward in the history of MLB The Show. Like, his hitting is obviously amazing, but I don't know if anybody was, like, looking forward to, like, a pitcher Babe Ruth.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it makes so much sense, I think, for that card to be. Again, I think it would have been a better choice for, like, when Ohtani was on the cover and they're like two-way players are like the thing, and then do Babe Ruth like that year, two-way Babe Ruth. Yeah, no.
I mean, can you imagine like we were doing our predictions for the live series collection the one year. Imagine if it was like Ohtani was the big collection, like a juiced Ohtani, and then, like, Babe Ruth was the American League, and they're both two ways, and maybe, like, the National League is another, like, super juiced up guy as well. And then you're like, boom, you're getting two of the best cards for doing the collection. Imagine how much the American League would have cost. It would have been insane.
Yeah.
Like, Trout would have been 1 million stubs the whole year. But I mean, I don't know. I hate the fact that it's a thing. I don't know why SDS hasn't fixed it. I know a lot of people, like, I know Arrow Uprising on Twitter.
Yeah.
I actually followed him on Twitch now because he became a pretty entertaining guy. I think he's like day 40 or day 11 of SDS not acknowledging that this is a problem in the game. Like, he's got like a daily count going. It's pretty hilarious to see.
I'm sure they're, like, trying to figure it out. Like, I don't know. I'm not, like, a video game coder.
Yeah.
It just, I think the thing that bugs people the most is that, like, they fixed it last year, so it's like, why isn't it fixed? But I don't know. Whatever, certain things, I'm sure you're just like, okay, this needs to be in the game from last year. We put it in the game, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, like, where is that thing that we fixed? So I'm sure it'll get fixed. I'll just avoid BR kind of. I mean, I finished the BR program, so I'm not really in a hurry to go back and play any more BR. Or at least I got the Joe Mauer card. I don't know. I might play it just to get those more packs. But at that point, I also, like, I don't try, like, to be super competitive in BR. I think that's another thing that would, like, it would really piss me off if I was like 9-0 and, like, every game,
all of a sudden Matt Waldron comes in.
Yeah, like, every game people are doing this, which is like, I get that side of it, right? If you're one of those guys, but I feel like those guys, whatever, like, they're still going 10-0, like, twice a day. Like, the really good BR guys, it doesn't really affect them that much. Like, it sucks for it to be a thing, but then they also just, like, they're good enough that it
they overcome it. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's like I saw a clip of a guy, like, complaining the entire time about Matt Waldron coming in. I think on, like, his first knuckleball of the game, he hits an opposite field home run, and he's just losing his mind. It's like, fuck you, Matt Waldron, you for using them, all this and that. It's just so funny. It's like, I mean, hey, guys in the game. I was joking with my couple of my friends. I think it was yesterday we were talking about it. I was like, can you imagine if Matt Waldron has, like, a Cy Young year this year? Like, jokingly, like, turns out to be like a live series diamond. Like, his card he just gets better and better and better as the game goes on. Like, I just think that would be so hilarious if, like, if that just became a thing.
like Luis Tiant and what's the guy? Who's the other guy? Why can't I remember? Phil Necro. Because Necro still, he's like technically he's in the game. Like if you play like offline modes, like not whatever, you can like just go use those like the historic rosters, and I'm pretty sure he's in there. You can play with them, but they just don't put him in Diamond Dynasty. But they used to, like all these guys in like 17 and 18 were a thing. You would just
remember.
you just it's
just I remember hearing about it. I didn't play it, but I remember hearing about it.
We're in like just a whole new generation of MLB The Show players now. All these like teenage, like young, because like lots of these top guys too now, they're like in their teens, like Kreiner and stuff. They're literally teenagers. Yeah. So whatever, like the game's just obviously different than it was then, but they just don't know. Like it was just
they don't know.
You just like I'm just trying to look. Where is this? Oh, this is something else. Somebody's just making Luis Tiant last year, but yeah, he was a thing. What is this? What rating was he? Diamond. Oh, it's man. I always forget that you used to not be able to pick your pitcher. You just have to guess. That was so funny for like people trying to.
Yeah, the game would just like shuffle all the guards and just get one.
93 overall, Luis Tiant, like whose pitch mix was like crazy.
Yeah, because it was like a lot of guys. I remember like content creators, like guys that I would watch, like they get upset because they wanted to do like a debut video for a new pitcher and they couldn't, because like you had no idea when that pitcher was going to come up to be your turn.
Yeah, it was just luck. It was all just luck. So if you tried to ever do a pitcher debut, it just wasn't a thing. Yeah, so I mean, we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point like Waldron did get a better card. Who knows? Maybe he like,
dude. They're gonna jokingly put like 2024 finest Matt Waldron in the game, and it's just gonna break everything.
Oh, that would actually be hilarious. Did he make
like he's gonna have like outlier on his knuckleball?
Is he on there? Like their? Did he go to Korea and play? Was he there with them? I wonder if he's like on there.
You know what? I don't remember. Those games were on so early. I watched a little bit of them.
Looks like he's their fifth starter. Darvish, Musgrove, Cease, Michael King, and Waldron. So if he does well, he could his card could. He's only a bronze. He could be a diamond or gold, or a silver or gold, or maybe a diamond.
Dude. Can you imagine if he like throws he just throws like a hitless month, or he has like an ERA of like under 2 for the entire month. Like he gets a player of the month card or something. Like they're gonna make him like the lightning card. Oh, just nuts. I wonder how they're gonna do that this year. Actually, now that I'm looking forward, because obviously they're not doing any like many 99s. Like I wonder. I'm guessing that they're gonna go back to the old formula of not everybody's gonna be a 99, which. I went back and I was looking at for a video that I was thinking about doing. I remember I was sitting there looking through, I think it was MLB 22. There was like not that many 99s like at all. Like there was like 9 or 10 99 overall starting pitchers. Like there was like nobody that was a 99 overall. There were a lot of 98s, 97s and stuff like that, but like they made sure to make like those guys kind of important, which I was a fan of. And I like that they're doing that this year. I mean, the only thing again, to go back to the live series collection, it's like, I don't like that Pedro and Rafael Pereira are only 95s. Like, it just seems weird. Like those collections.
Does seem weird.
Like,
and you get like there's no division for doing it anymore. You used to get like a decent amount of stubs in XP, but it's like you get a little bit, but like you used to get like 30K for like the American and National League, and then like 50K for finishing the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's like you get like I think you get 10,000 for Babe Ruth, 6,000 for Palmeiro and Pedro. Not much. No, I used to give you way
everything
more.
It's almost like you had to do the Road to the Show glitch to get stuff.
Who would ever do that glitch?
No, who would ever do that? I have no idea. Couldn't be me.
Couldn't Couldn't be
I see.
you.
I see you've been like grinding out all those programs. My phone keeps giving me all the notifications. Are you knocking out all those programs? I'm like, Tango's committed.
Well, yeah, I mean, I maybe used it for a bit because I don't know if you know what the whole thing was, but basically there was a certain um, archetype that you could use, and it would would just give you progress for every level of every other one. So you'd reach a certain point, and all of a sudden you would just get rewards from like 19 different archetype programs at once.
Yeah, then you're just constantly grinding, and you're just doing it all, getting it all at once. And you know what? And that is an exploit that I don't hate because it's not game breaking. It's just giving you the ability to get more stubs.
Yeah, and like
so it's like
it's something you could have just found by accident and like done, right? Like I was already doing Road to the Show because I'm like, oh well, I can get at least a few diamond equipment packs out of it, so I'll just do it. And then that thing happened, and then so I did it for like a day or whatever. And then they fixed it like as people were playing it, all of a sudden it just like stopped working. And like, huh. They must have fixed something, and obviously like
wait a minute. I don't like that it's not working anymore.
But you didn't lose any progress. You can go through like create a new ball player and do the under whatever archetype, and you'll just continue from where it ever left off, wherever it left off. So
do they still have the one where you can like fast sim and it gives you all this stuff? Like you're just hitting like you're scoring like 130 runs a game.
I don't know. I forgot about that one because that was what 2 years ago.
That was like, what was that? Was that? I think that was last year too. Yeah, they had it last year too,
or the year before.
Where you would just grind out and you would just like quick sim everything, and you would just score 130 runs a game, and your dude would just be an
set
absolute
it up so you're playing against the.
Well, because I mean, do they have like they don't have like the equipment doesn't give you boosts anymore, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, does it? I didn't even notice that because like I don't have like even like the online collections isn't like it's just socks and bats. Like
it all does stuff. It's all that stuff is the same. The only difference is that like you just can't use that player in Diamond Dynasty anymore. So for people who are dedicated to Road to the Show, like they still I think would want to have their best ball player possible. So they'll still spend stubs to buy certain equipments and stuff, which is good. Like it's kind of like weird that they took out all those collections. Whatever. It was a nice way to like be able to maybe get some stubs by collecting, batting gloves and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I guess at the same time, you don't have to worry about doing it. So it is kind of weird
all
that
these people. I'm sitting here looking at the live series, just like the live roster, and I realized all the free agents have all the legends in it. I wonder if there's anybody sneaky that's in here that we can discover and be like, oh, this guy's going to be in the game. But I don't think there's any.
No, I think it's more there's people that aren't in there anymore that people have been like kind of disappointed about certain names. Like I think like Giambi's gone and Reggie Jackson is gone.
Really?
And yeah, I don't know if they've updated their website. Check
because I know they don't ever do that where they don't ever like announce what guys are being taken out of the game.
No, so they do have like a website. And I don't know why they haven't updated it for this year yet. And then I'm thinking maybe it's because there are legends they haven't announced yet that are going to be in the game. Because I feel like also they would be smart enough for at least like those rosters to like not put them in yet. Because I think people have been like looking through being like, oh, is A-Rod like hiding in there? But
yeah, because that's what I was kind of looking at here. Like, yeah, because I mean they have like a lot of like they have the Giants Randy Johnson when he was 45 years old in the free agency right now. Like young Chris Sale when he was a reliever. They have all these guys sitting here in this free agency. Like I was looking at like they had like Ryan Braun when he was a third baseman, stuff like that. I was just like, maybe there's a way to find anybody, but I figured that they wouldn't have any ability to do stuff like that. Yeah. They just have a lot of guys in here, like Johnny Damon, Joe Nathan, like all these guys are all kind of in here. There's a Astros Garrett Cole. Like I don't know. I'm guessing that this could be like all future cards that they're going to eventually put in the game because they have like the skin, the face textures, and all this stuff for these guys. I mean, Giambi's in here right now, yeah, but yeah, maybe he's not in Diamond Dynasty this year or something, which is weird. Like, why would he be in here?
Maybe
but not
he
in
is
Diamond
then.
Dynasty?
Maybe somebody was just wrong. I didn't look. That was just what I thought I heard somebody say.
Yeah, because I mean, like Grady Sizemore's still here, Willie Stargell, Troy Gloss is still here. Like all these guys are all still here. They're just not in Diamond Dynasty yet.
Yeah, I'm wondering because they do have like you can go to theshow.com/legends and it'll give you a list, but it doesn't. It's not updated for 2024 yet. So like
maybe
they can
maybe
show
that reason they haven't like updated it to where they're gonna have certain people. My boy Honus Wagner.
Honus.
Yeah,
Honus Wagner. That should be.
I'm looking at the Legends, the mid-century Groundbreakers roster, and it's just cracked names. Oh, Tony Stone getting disrespected with a 67 overall in the free agency. What are they doing to my girl? Disrespectful. She's got 20 power versus righties and 17 versus lefties. Like, dude, just a slap hitter all over the place.
That Tony Stone card's been really good though. I don't know if you
I've been kind of using it here and there, not as much as I would have liked to, because I'm still Jeter boosting or Buxton boosting it. But I think I'm slowly gonna like kind of get away from that and just kind of go back to using the lineup I want to use, because I do want to use Tony Stone. I want to use Griffey more. I want to use a lot of those type of guys and just kind of get back to not feeling like I need to just use the Buxton boost guys, even though it is kind of broken right now. Like it really is. Hey, Tony Tarasco. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm almost like looking for something new to do because I'm done with Team Affinity. I don't even think I'd even announced that earlier. Like I finished Team Affinity finally. I think you were done with it already too, right?
Yeah, I did it pretty quickly. It's usually like the first thing that I'll do.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't really as much of a grind as I thought it was going to be, but it also like at certain points it got very annoying, but also it was like whatever. Like I'm having fun playing the game. I was been sitting in like Discord calls, hanging out with people, like not really like overthinking it or like feeling like I need to be the first to do it. Like I'll get it done before the new one comes out. Like I'm not worried about that. But yeah, man, what do we got? We got the free diamond player pack tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's the pack that they showed on Twitter with like all the new faces.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of wondering the same thing. Like, because if that's the case, they gave us some juicy free cards. I mean, granted, we're probably going to only be able to take one, but it's like it was Jorge Polanco, Rhys Hoskins was one.
Yeah, Chris Sale,
two more.
Tyler O'Neill, and Michael King. Which
there's 5. That's right, Michael King.
I mean, Polanco, Sales can usually be decent. Hoskins can have some pop.
Sale is one of the nastiest lefties in the game. Always is.
But yeah, it just says fresh start, choose one player. So I feel like, and it doesn't say anything about like them being like a base round. Because I think some people are like, oh, there's going to be a rare round. And there might be like a Juan Soto rare round would be cool. Like there's some cards you can put in stuff like that. But
yeah, make them like a 90, 92, 93 or something like that. I don't even know if they're going that high though right now.
Yeah, who knows?
I think they're sticking to like 91. What didn't they say? Like 91 is their limit right now? Because I think that's what Vlad is. So yeah, Vlad's a 91.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just the limit they're going to right now, except for like obviously the big. Well, no, because like Ernie Banks is a 93 for the World Series reward, but those are also the World Series rewards. So
yeah, there's a few, like not many.
Everything. I think 91 is going to be the limit because I'm sitting here looking at it, and the highest like achievable non-World Series cards are 91s. Like the headliners are 91s, the chase pack guys are 91s.
Mike Napoli's at 93. Yeah. It's kind of weird that you get him like before Story, who's an 89. Billy Williams is a 92.
Dude, I am kind of hyped for that Trevor Story card. I love Trevor Story cards, and he just rakes for me. I don't know what it is. It's gonna be tough for him to like overtake Aldebert or Adalberto Mondesi's spot at my shortstop because he's a switch hitter. But
Well, you can play second and third.
Second base might be open. Third base is definitely always a spot that if I don't have Chipper or Machado or somebody, like I always get like, well, Machado, like a juice Machado. I don't really use live series Machado like that. I don't know. He's super slow. At least his like regular like juiced up ones, they'll give him at least like 45, 50 speed or something. But like his live series one, he's got like 20 something speed, I think. So
yeah, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what the free diamond. I don't know if it'll be like the Ha-Seong Kim card, which was like, that was cool. Like, here you go. Just have this card. I'm like, all right, thank you. And then, opening day. So supercharging cards starting on Thursday, and then a new event, plus the ranked program update and the egg hunt program all coming on Friday.
Yeah, they already put out that cryptic tweet where it looked like one of our kids decided to just take SDS's Twitter phone and was like, here you go. I'm going to tweet this now.
You'll need your big brain to complete the egg hunt is what it says.
That's what they say.
Our big brains. Cool.
Our big brains, aka somebody will finish it and tell us how to do it.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, if it's like last year, like cool. Last year, that was actually like probably one of the coolest programs they did, and then they just never did anything like that again for the whole year. So, like,
it's true.
Like, it was at least fun. Like, even after you knew how to do it, you're still like, okay, that gives me a reason to go play another Conquest or whatever, like do this thing, right? Whereas like sometimes you just need those, like you just need incentive, like, okay, I have an incentive to go play a ranked game today because I can get this egg hunt program done, right? Where, you know, like you're saying, you're like already kind of saying like, oh, I'm not really sure what to do next. Like I'll keep playing, you know, ranked and stuff. But, you know, with Team Affinity kind of like going pretty quick, like it's, because we're still, I mean, 2.5 weeks away from the second chapter of Team Affinity. So I'm like, I don't know, like, should they have made it harder? It's like, sometimes I'm like, maybe, but also I'm like, no, I don't think so.
No, like I like the way it is. I like
it was good.
I'm cool with it.
And it's also like something if you didn't get the game until now, like 2 weeks after launch, then like you can still get it done before chapter 2 or whatever. Or if you're trying to catch up, like it'll all go really fast.
I don't know why I thought that second chapter of Team Affinity was coming out this Friday. Because I was like, it's been 3 weeks, hasn't it? And I'm like, it hasn't technically.
No, it is not.
Because it's 3 weeks to opening day of not early release day. So it threw me off.
Oh, they took those the spring breakout packs are gone.
Yep. Yeah, they took those out of the thing and they put the headliner with Jason Bay is in there now. We're on our 4th headliner already. Which I like headliner cards. I really do.
Did you try and buy them today?
No. I don't have enough stubs. I'm at 6K stubs, man. I'm grinding away. It's also like I'm buying like little live series cards at like 50 stubs a piece, and then I'm just like, I bought Anthony Rendon, so that's where like most of my stubs went. And then I bought that. Oh, we didn't even talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I bought that stupid vault pack for 40K stubs.
And so you got 2 golds, I'm assuming.
I got 5 golds out of the fucking pack, and I had to take 2 of them, and I think I got like 2,000 stubs out of it. So I was chilling in a Discord call with a couple of my buddies, and right as the vault pack was put into the chat, I was just grinding away a Team Affinity. Another buddy of mine was playing a event game, and then one of our other buddies comes in and was like telling us about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, like I've been seeing people kind of pull diamonds, but also people are pulling golds and all this and that." Like I saw like a picture of a guy had like it was like Shohei and Mickey
Judge.
Mantle.
It was Judge and Otani. I saw one that was Judge and Otani in the same one.
Yeah, like, I saw the same one. That's what it was. Yeah,
400K right there, basically at the time.
So like I'm sitting here playing, just keeping playing my games. I think I was just doing like Conquest or something, and then my buddy who got done with his event game, he jumped in, he bought it, and he was like, "All right, guys," like he was sharing his screen, and he was like, "All right, here we go." Like I'm going to go buy it. Like, screw it, whatever.
Yeah.
So he did, and he got 2 golds. He was pissed. And I'm like, you know what? He got the bad juju. I'll go. I got 45,000 stubs. Like, I'll go buy it. And sure as shit, I got 5 golds as well. And I was like, I was so disappointed in myself because it's just not great. Like, I was like, if I get one, even like a low tier ranks, like live series diamond that I needed for the collectors, I'd be happy with it. But golds, and then of course my buddy who came into the chat and was telling us about it, he opens it too and he pulls a diamond. I was like, motherfucker, of course you're the one who gets the fucking diamond out of it. And then we were just like, it was like the whole night we were just trying to like convince people to buy it, like peer pressure them in, and nobody would. Because I was like, tough. Well, you guys need to fall for what I fell for. But
that's why Jamie and I are trying to make this push to 700 in co-op, because you get a vault pack at 700.
Yeah, you get a free one
program. Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe if I do well with that one, maybe I'll buy another one. But I probably won't. I never like. It's very, very rare until like late in the game that I actually spend stubs on packs.
Yeah. The only thing that disappointed me last year for last year's game was that they had like all the chase packs at the end of the year. And I just kept buying chase pack 7, just trying to pull Trout. I never did once. I was like, man, I just can't do it. Apparently. Like, I'm just not destined to have that milestone Trout.
I didn't buy any packs until, I think when Harper was the chase pack. That was like the first time I bought like 50 bundles. And
he was a chase pack. Well, yeah, he was towards the end of the year. That's right.
I think he was the last one.
Yeah.
And he was like going for a lot when he first came out. And I bought, how many did I buy? I think I bought 10. I bought 10 50 bundles. I'm like, okay, I'm just going for it. And I think it was like my first one, I pulled live series Harper. So I'm like, oh, that's just a slap in the face. And then on chase packs 9 and 10, I pulled Harper in back-to-back packs. So I like ended up getting him from my inventory, and I made like 400,000 stubs off that. So, which was like, I'll never do that. That's just like at the end of the game when I'm like, oh, there's nothing left for me to do. And now I've just accumulated all these stubs. I'll spend them. Like last year,
not bad.
For any of the chase pack cards that came out that I wanted, I like generally always had enough stubs to buy them. Which is like, I think I spent like 900 or $1 million on Trout when he came out. I'm like, whatever.
I don't know what it is. Like the one year, I've only ever gotten to 1 million stubs once, and I was like the proudest of myself ever for doing it. And then I just like, for some reason, I just have never really been able to keep stubs. I don't know if it's like I just get happy and want to buy a pack, and like rip something open or whatever. But like, I don't know. I also just like will buy like a live series card or something, or like a expensive card to add to my lineup right away just to have them. But I don't know.
Most people fall into the packs. They're just like, oh, I have 100K. I'll go buy a 50 bundle. Yeah. 50
See, I used to do that, but like this year with that vault pack, I just did it that one time just because.
We'll see as they add more cards to it, and I mean, I'm sure you'll get some vault packs throughout the game.
I'm sure they're gonna add vault packs throughout the year. I would assume, just because. I mean, they're going to keep vaulting cards. Like those spring breakout cards are probably going to be in the vault pack soon, if they aren't already.
The first round is already. Oh no, both of them are. Actually, it was funny. I want
to try out that one that was on the one from the Blue Jays. I want to try him out. That outfielder.
Yeah, Addison Barger.
Yeah.
They only have the rare round in the vault pack. I don't think they have the lower round, which is kind of funny because I think it actually makes the lower round guys worth more.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
because I think that Barger card was going for like 25K constantly. He's probably up to like 30 something now.
You can get like the second pack guys. You can get them for under 20. Like this Cam Collier is 18K. This Tink Hence is a little bit more expensive. Jordan Lawler, 16K. But like Jackson Holiday is like 60. Let me just check Barger.
Jackson Holiday, 60K?
Yeah, from the first one. So, but Addison Barger is like 36. Buy now 36 or sell now 30. So they're worth more.
So he went up about 10K? Yeah, wow, that's nuts.
I bought him
that's crazy.
When he first came out because I'm like, oh, Blue Jays card, and I had enough stubs to buy him.
Got to. I mean, I text you right away. I was like, dude, that card looks kind of nuts, and he gets the Buxton boost, and he already looks good.
Yeah.
Besides it,
here's my thing with him is like because the pitcher captain cards boost hitting. So in my event run right now, I have tier 3 Buxton boost and tier 2 Marcus Stroman Blue Jays pitching boost, which gives plus, which because you could just like load your bench up
with Blue Jays
who fit the Buxton boost, Blue Jays with low vision. So then you still get like the max boost out of that. You just don't use your bench at all.
You know what? You are a wise man.
And then like I have, tier 2 boost on Marcus Stroman gives plus 10 power to Blue Jays on both sides. So if you had tier 3, it's plus 15. So which you can do. Like I have just like a rank squad set up like that. But yeah, if you tier 3 boost with Stroman and Buxton, you get plus 30 power both sides to Addison Barger. So it goes from 74 power to 104 and 69 to 99 plus fielding and speed.
That's nuts. I mean, and like it's crazy because it's like I wish the Brewers had better like live series cards. Like they really don't.
Yeah.
Like their live series cards are not very good at all.
Yeah. Because
I mean, Yelich is a silver. I mean, I think their best ones are Willie and Wilson. Contreras and Willie Adames are their best 2 like live series cards that aren't pitchers. And
they have any like flashback cards that are
I mean
Yasmani,
Richie Sexton, I guess Yasmani, but I mean I'm Richie Sexton cards are kind of expensive now too, at least for my poor self only having like 6K. I could sell a bunch of my live series cards that I haven't collected and have like a good chunk of stuff. I could probably almost get like 100K worth of stubs if I did that. Because I know actually that's another thing I like randomly wanted to gloat about. Because I know I joked about how like opening week and everything, like I couldn't pull a diamond to save my life. My pack luck for diamonds is starting to like catch up with me now. It's like it finally turned a corner. Like I haven't pulled anything high. But
no 90s yet?
No 90s yet. But I mean, I pulled Tatis. I pulled Machado. I pulled Bryce Harper, Trey Turner. I pulled, like I haven't pulled any. Actually, I don't think I've pulled a single AL East diamond at all. Like I haven't pulled Vlad or Bo. I haven't pulled Felix. I haven't pulled Judge or Soto or any. Like I haven't pulled. I don't think I've pulled a single AL East diamond yet. But I mean, I've been pulling kind of like like a good chunk of the diamonds now. Like the lower tier ones are cut. Like Michael Harris 2 I pulled. So my lower tier pack luck is picking up.
It's just so nice. Like they're just cards you don't want to have to buy. Like it's like, you know what? If you save up stubs and you have enough and you're like, okay, like I'll buy Ohtani. And you never feel bad when you buy a card like that. You're just like, it costs a lot, but you get a really good card for it. Whereas when you're spending like, I know Austin Riley's like really good, but he's like 30K for like an 80 whatever, which is like, it's just annoying to spend those stubs. Even like
and
a diamond
why
that's like
he
10K
costs so much?
Because he gets
the
Buxton boost.
He gets the Buxton boost. We're gonna have to get a Buxton boost button until the Buxton boost is irrelevant.
Buxton boost emote in the chat,
right? Buxton boost emote in chat.
Yeah, like this team that I have a team set up right now that's tier 3 Buxton and tier 3 Marcus Stroman, and then I use the Vlad card and Bo Bichette, and so like those are my 2 non-Buxton boosted diamonds, but then they get a boost from Marcus Stroman, and then Barger just gets the double boost, which is pretty.
Oh, that's not so bad.
No, it's not bad. Like makes Vladdy look extra nice. Goes up to he's up to I have a parallel 3 and he's up to a 97 now with this boost.
Yeah, I was looking at it and it's like the Brandon Woodruff is the Brewers captain pitcher. And like, I think he just boosts contact. Like he doesn't do any power, which like, I don't hate the idea of not boosting power because of the Buxton boost, but it's like the Brewers live series cards just aren't very good. So it's like, I don't want to get him.
Yeah.
Because at least now, like I'm gonna have to go through and like figure out what's a good, like I actually was looking at like Patrick Corbin because I have like, Dylan Cruz, James Woods. I was like, I could load up on a bunch of nationals. Maybe. I don't know.
They took the captain choice packs out of the thing too. Shit, I should have bought Paul Molitor.
Oh, hey, no. Don't you do that. That's our fight right now.
You know what?
That's our fight right now. You're not allowed to claim Paul Molitor. He's a brewer. You're not allowed to claim Paul Molitor.
We can share him.
No, we can't share him.
We can share Rowdy Tellez and Paul Molitor.
And Josh Donaldson.
No, we get Josh Donaldson. What did he play? Like 10 games for you guys last year?
I mean, yeah, because Paul Molitor won an MVP for us, and he won in Josh Donaldson won an MVP for you. So we get that. I want Josh Donaldson, but I'll take that.
World Series for us. He was second in MVP.
Well, we don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that.
Silver Slugger, second in MVP voting, which I don't know how he beat John Olerud in the MVP voting that year. But neither of them won, so who cares? Frank Thomas won.
Like
John Olerud hit 363 that year.
Dude, I was literally just looking at somebody was talking about that. I was reading an article about the MLB like regular season predictions for like guys that are going to lead in certain positions. And it was like the National League. They were saying Luis Arias is going to lead in average again, and Bo is going to lead in the AL in average again. And I was like, they brought that up. They were like, not since John Olerud has a Blue Jay,
yeah.
Been such a consistent, batting average hitter. And I'm like, yeah, John Olerud was nice. His MLB The Show card was kind of meh, but I think he was a one and done guy, right?
He popped in like halfway through the year in a team affinity for 99 and was never seen again.
Yeah, never seen again.
He's gone.
Yeah, he was just nice to see you. Thanks for playing. Good old John Olerud. It's a name that was always a name growing up that I like to say.
Yeah,
so John Olerud. He just had a good name.
It's just funny because they like put him in the trailer and everything that year, and it's like, oh man, okay, when are we getting this card? Then we got like a 99, cool, and then just gone. He's just gone.
Yeah, but man, do you have any like? I don't know. I mean, I guess we can't really sit here and really predict team affinity. I don't really want to get into that yet, predicting what the next team affinity set's going to be, because I think they said it's going to be like 93s, right? That's what they said, like right around there.
Probably, like I would guess, like low to mid 90s, and then 90. Like they do what three chapters each season. I think 3
chapters. So but didn't they say like 99s are coming in the 3rd chapter?
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be like 199 each. It's probably gonna like a juicy 99 for each team too. Probably like a 99 Yelich for the Brewers. Oh, I would just lose my mind already. I'm so excited thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't even really care who it is. I'm just like, I always am excited about new Blue Jays cards in the game. I like when they actually give you something like different. Like I feel like the Sean Green card is decent. His swing's nice, but I feel like it's like always get kind of an early year Sean Green, low diamond. So it's like, okay, I'll use them. I'll get them first because whatever.
Yeah, right.
Like,
did you get him first?
Like, did I discover him?
Yeah.
No.
This year?
I was fast enough.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, I know you did it fast, but I didn't realize I was like, I would have been news to me if you were the guy who discovered them.
I discovered like 5 of them last year in Jay's team affinities. Like I discovered that Charisma Bo Bichette, and then like the last one, I had so many.
You know what? I remember seeing that, and I remember looking at that, but like, my boy Tango. I remember that. I do remember vividly doing it. I think I did it on stream too, because I was like, yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, I want to like bring it up. That's all I did. Opening night, all I did was like, how fast can I get this team affinity all the way to where I get this Bo Bichette card? And that's all I did. Yeah. I stayed up until I did it. Like I don't think I had to go into the next day. I think I got it like that night in like whatever it was, 4 hours or something. That was all I focused on.
So what do we got? We got 2 more weeks until the next team affinity drops.
The 12th, the 12th, I believe, is when the rank we go into our second rank season, and then team affinity. So 2 weeks.
That's awesome because I'm off. I work that Friday, the 12th, but then I'm off on vacation all that next week. So I think I know what I'll be
Ooh,
doing a lot of the time. It's my birthday week,
nice.
man. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'll be grinding away. Sure.
Oh man, I just opened up MLB 23 and I'm like, this dark menu screen and background is like so nice on my eyes right now. Yeah, let's see who all I discovered here. Oh yeah, and then at the last, the finest at the end. So Kevin 99 Gossman, 99 Tom Hankey.
Underrated
90s.
reliever in the game, by the way. I love Tom Hankey cards.
He is sneaky good. It's like people don't like him, I think, because he only has 3 pitches, but
Yeah, but his pitching motion is so weird, and it just throws people off. And he throws fucking dots. Like, he throws dots on the corner.
I discovered the Alejandro Kirk snapshot card, Tim Meza,
Uh-oh.
and Boschette.
Just throwing this out there. I know I didn't do any P5s last year, but I just got the Brewers Jacob Mizorowski to P4.
Oh,
Here we
it
go.
goes pretty fast this year. Oh, and Joe Carter.
I'm doing mini seasons on veteran, and he can only pitch like 2 innings, and then he's tired for like a game or 2. So like I gotta wait. But I mean, I could do him in like a game versus CPU and probably almost get him in one or 2 games. But
yeah. Oh, and Nate Pearson. So like 8. There's a lot of Blue Jays cards that I discovered last year. I don't know if I'll get. I shouldn't say that, because once more team affinities start coming out, I will literally just start saving all my AL East duplicate cards.
Don't tell me, but I just pulled a diamond live on stream.
I'm not
live on the podcast.
I'm not in MLB 24, so I didn't even get to see it.
I didn't know if your phone was gonna showcase you or whatever.
I don't have notifications on for the app.
Oh, it's purple.
Hey, it's a diamond.
Austin Riley. Pete Alonso.
Oh,
Pete Alonso.
Big meat.
I actually need Pete Alonso, so that's helpful.
Perfect. Does he fit the
And
Buxton
guess
boost?
what? He has 60 vision on the dot, so he doesn't get the Buxton boost. I think it's under 60. I also pulled Gleyber Torres live series, which is what I needed as well.
So, sounds like that Arenado boost is like for the legend players. That's what you do. Once you get to Hall of Fame and legend, you switch over to the Arenado boost.
What is his boost again?
Yeah, I know.
I'll look at
XP cap. Okay.
I'll look at it.
It's clutch or no contact righties, power lefties, or something like that. It's like
went past him.
It's like a splits.
It's under 45 speed on your squad. It's 20 contact right, 15 power left, 15 batting clutch, and 10 fielding.
Yeah, but then you get
that's pretty good.
Like Corey Seager fits it, Jordan fits it. Like there's some big boys.
Machado.
Like, I don't like having really slow team, but I mean, if like everybody, I also don't play on legends.
I don't either. Yeah, I was wondering why I don't know. Maybe I was just that dumb guy. Like, haha, I'm using the Byron books and you're using Arenado. You're stupid. Like you're bad at the game. But I'm like, that's actually a pretty good quirk if you're playing on a higher rating. I lost to the guy, so it makes sense. He must be better than me.
Yeah, I think Kyle Tucker gets it under 45 speed. Yeah, there's some decent cards. One of the guys I was watching today was using it, and I'm like, all right, okay, try something different.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Look at me pulling Pete Alonso. I pulled all 3. I have all 3 of the Mets live series diamonds now, so maybe I'll be able to complete their collection. Get that Curtis Granderson card.
Oh, Grandy. The Grandy man. He always has a good swing in the game. It just sucks that it's like he's only good really against righties this year.
He's only good against righties. 99, 96 versus righties, 51, 67 versus lefties. And he's not very fast and he's right fielder. So, but it's got good quirks. I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to complete that. I'm not completing any more of these collections until I get some more stubs. So until I get maybe 40, 50K is when I'll start buying the live series cards again.
I did a bunch of them. I did all the non-diamond teams, and then
I have
any of the other ones that I was close on.
I have the Orioles, Yankees, Blue Jays, Royals, Astros, Angels, Mariners, Rangers, Braves, Mets, Phillies, Cubs, Diamondbacks, and Dodgers left. So everybody else is done. Because same thing. I did all of the non-diamond teams except for the Cubs I could do, but I have Cody Bellinger, but I just have to buy Dansby and Nico, which they're going for like 1,200 each. I just don't want to buy them because I only got 7K stubs right now, man. I'm broke. I can't be out here spending money like that. But
play the mini seasons. You'll get some stubs. You'll get some packs. Maybe you'll pull something else.
I'm having fun doing it now. I've been grinding it. I've been playing it while we've been streaming, just kind of like hitting home runs with some guys.
And you can parallel up guys that you want to parallel up.
My goal is to get Mizorowski up to P5, man. I really want to get him P5. I think he would just be a fun card to use. Plus, with you get like a boost later with like I said, if I do take Woodruff, which I'm kind of leaning that way because I like using Devin Williams.
Who's the Brewers hitting captain?
I think it was Rowdy.
Is Rowdy? Yeah, because he'll boost the pitching too. I don't know which pitching stats he boosts, but
I think it was Rowdy. It was Rowdy Tellez. His boosts are 15 power right, 15 clutch, and then 10 walk per 9 and 10 pitching clutch. So that's not terrible. I just didn't take them because it makes me want to like take, and that since I already took Mondesi, just like I want to look and like maybe take the Royals guy. Brady Singer, but it's like I also don't want to do that. I don't know. I think I messed up my first selection by taking Mondesi, and like now I'm like but I also don't use just one team, and the Brewers right now just don't have.
Yeah,
I think Tops Now is going to be favorable to the Brewers this year because they got a lot of young kids that are going to do a bunch of cool stuff. I think
they'll give us more of those. I bet we get like one of these captain packs in the egg hunt program, like. They'll give us more of these because eventually they're going to want you to have all 60 cards. Like you're going to have them. You're probably going to.
You're going to get all of them eventually. Yeah, exactly. And then especially like towards the end of the year with team building and stuff like because they're core cards too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and if there's only one,
I just realized that they were core cards actually.
Yeah, I basically just took guys who are on the Jays right now. So I took Gossman, Springer, and Kiermaier, and then Stroman. He was the Blue Jays one, and I like his cards usually.
Oh, he actually kills with power versus both sides.
It's double power.
Oh,
this Addison Barger, like when he's on the double boost, Buxton and Stroman, he becomes a 90. And I have him P2, but 95, 96, like 99 arm. Actually, I should play him in the outfield. I have him at second base right now. 86.
Oh, he can play second base.
Yeah,
nice.
He plays all 4 infield positions and then only right field.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's weird.
Not bad.
It's because the Blue Jays farm system team is just loaded with middle infielders, so I think that's why he's playing the outfield.
You sound like the Reds.
Well, they lost one, so
they did. They lost. No, they traded another one too. Oh no, they traded for one.
Yeah, they traded for Espinal from the Jays.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, from the Jays, yes. After losing Marte.
Noelvi, yeah. Which, you know what? Good riddance to Espinal. I liked him. He seemed like a fun guy to have on the team, but he just he fluked his way into an all-star game in 2021, and then he just was never really that great after that. But maybe if he goes to a team where he can play more and stuff, he'll be all right. But
you got no loyalty. No loyalty up there in Toronto.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I would rather have a World Series without Vlad and Bo than go out in the second round of the playoffs again with Vlad and Bo. I
said that same thing. There would be nothing more in this world that I would love to see than us to be able to win a ring. One, because we've never won one, but for Christian Yelich to win a ring for us because he was our last MVP. He's the guy that we committed to. But I also wouldn't be shocked if somebody we'll take on the rest of his contract and trade for him. But I don't know. It's one of those deals. I'm just hoping we get obviously I'm assuming we're going to get a juiced Yelich card at some point. When I do that, maybe that'll be my main super grinder card that I use. Bat him lead off and stuff. He's so good. He's so good.
There's no way we don't get.
They changed his batting stance this year too, and he still just absolutely hits tanks. So, not too bad. Oh man, the game is so now that I've hit a point where the two-way glitch is I'm kind of in a weird lull, but I'm trying to mini seasons I haven't done. Like I said, I'm going to work on getting the Salvi card. I as much as I want to get that Joe Mauer card, I just don't want to deal with the two-way glitch and Matt Waldron just constantly.
Yeah.
And I know all you got to do is just play your games and just do it like that. But it's like, it's going to take 3 times as long as it would normally.
And it's just like it puts you in a bad place before you even play the game. Because you're like, even if it doesn't happen, you're already like expecting it to happen. So you're just like, you're already just kind of like, just not feeling good like, about it.
As soon as you assume that they're going to the bullpen, you automatically just assume it's going to be for a two-way guy.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at their lineup and like, oh, he doesn't have 2 or 3 diamond hitters yet. Like, what are we doing? But
it'll get fixed soon, I'm sure. I'm sure soon enough.
Takes time. Shout out to those that are still staying optimistic and not just completely shitting on SDS and the game. Like, granted, they do deserve some of the hate.
Yeah, criticism is warranted, but just being a dickhead is not. It's like, just don't be a dick.
No, it's yeah.
And also, like, don't be a dick and use these dumb things that nobody likes using.
Be better. It's like, seriously,
be better.
Just be better.
Gosh. Well, I think that's going to end it there, Jake, unless you got anything else for tonight.
No, to date. Nope. Drink your water, drink beer on the weekends, and have fun. Play MLB The Show or play what you love. If you're not having fun playing the show,
it's Easter weekend. Let's go get ready to go hunt some eggs.
Go hunt some eggs and in real life and in MLB The Show.
Yeah, we have kids.
Let's see who can. Like that. Oh, of course. Let's see who can discover all the egg stuff first.
Yeah, and then tell me how to do it so that I don't have to like waste time. I can just do it efficiently.
I got you. I'll wait for Reddit or Twitter or somebody to tell me how to do it, and then I'll text you and be like, "Here's how you do it." I discovered all of it for the first time myself. I didn't cheat. I figured it all out.
We'll run through all of it next week on the podcast, and then if you fall behind, you can catch up. You can listen. You can watch. And we'll have all that information for you as much as we gather in the next week or so. But until then, everybody, appreciate you listening, watching, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. Come find us, the On Deck Circle, Jake and Tango. Until next time.
Yes, sir. Peace out.